That final three you hit right in front of your bench, did that just muscle memory take over? Did you stop and think, if this doesn't go in, it might not be a great shot, or just go for it?
I mean, in times like that, like you can't really think about the, what if I miss? So it's kind of like I just went for it, and you seen the result. So.
Question. Then Mike.
Do you attempt that shot if you hadn't hit a couple already in the game?
No, probably not. Yeah.
That's a good answer. Mike.
Jacari, we've seen Chance play very well, all year. But for a freshman to step up in that spot, what are you thinking as he's getting ready to shoot those free throws?
I knew he was going to knock him down. He's been, tested all year, especially like he's been working on them in practice. So I had full faith that he was going to make all three.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you guys were down 11 at one point in the first half. What were you thinking as you're behind again? And how has your past comebacks, I guess, helped you guys in these situations?
Yeah, like you said, like we've been in situations like that before. Like there's no 11-point play to bring us back. It's just chipping away, getting the stops on the defensive end, and executing on the offensive end, and staying together as a team.
Jeff, then Izzy.
There were 12 lead changes in the game, 14 ties. The Miami coach was just in here and said it felt like a Elite Eight, Sweet 16 game. Did it feel different or more special out on the court, particularly with the atmosphere in the arena?
Yeah. I mean, like we all knew it was a big game. Like not just because of Tony Bennett thing, but just from a standing wise, and where we want to get to, postseason. So. We knew how big a game it was, and that's how we got to come out. That's how we come out. So
6 different guys hit double figures. What does that just say about the depth and unselfishness of your guys?
It's it's a togetherness type of thing. Like we all know what each other can do, and we all have trust that everybody can, play their game and help the team. So. And that's one of our biggest strengths. It's hard for teams to adjust to that. Like, not a lot of teams have the depth we have, so it's great for us.
White, you remind me of a guy that used to play for Seattle. His name was Slade Watts. And have you ever took out his films and watched him play? Because you play just like him. Do you work on your jumper a lot? Because when you come into the game, you hot right away. I mean, very few guys is like that. So do you work on your jump shot a lot?
Yeah, that's what I practice coming in, because like I don't start, so like when I have to come in, I have to come in and make shots. So that's what I do. Like I start my workouts, I don't do no form shots. I go straight to the corner street. So it's just something I work on a lot. Yeah.
Jacari, Jim Jackson mentioned the same thing.
He did, yeah, he did.
Okay, Chris, and then Kip.
They threw some zone at you guys, and it slowed you down at first, but it seemed like in the second half you guys had a better feel for what you were trying to get out of that. Were there adjustments at halftime, or was it just players settling in more, or what do you think happened against zone there?
Yeah, I told the guys, like, in the huddle, I was like, guys, let's not overthink it. Like get in the open area, get in the open spot, let's move the ball around. Like, it's not hard. We made it harder than it needed to be, I felt like. So it was just I had to wake the guys up a little bit.
Yeah, Jacari, you mentioned the pregame ceremony for Tony Bennett. Is it strange, though, 12 guys on this roster never played for him, don't know him on the court? How do you have that connection with that part of UVA history?
Yeah, it's something, Coach emphasized with us this summer, and to honor the guys that came before us and, the coaches and players that were before us, and that we should play for Virginia, not just, ourselves, not the name on the back. So he emphasized that early, and we want to honor that every day. Every day we come in practice and play games we play. So we honor that, and we had a bunch of guys from before that came in this summer, and they talk with us and things like that. So it's just something we got accustomed to, and appreciative of everything. So.
Miami coach was in here and said that after they tied the game, he wanted to call a timeout. He couldn't find an official, but you got the ball up the court so quickly anyway, he couldn't. Were you Was that running through your mind at all to get it up before they could stop the game?
I wasn't really planning on getting it before they could stop the game. I was just trying to get it out as fast as we can just to get a chance to get a shot up and maybe get our offensive rebound, which is our strength. So I was just trying to get out and go as fast as possible.
When you start to elevate for the shot, are you thinking about drawing the foul? Are you thinking you have a decent look there? What was going through your mind right then?
A little bit of both. I saw his hand was like out and down, and I mean, obviously the refs were calling that on me, so I knew they had to call it at that point. But no, yeah, definitely just I saw him there, so I tried to draw the foul, but it felt good. I thought I was going to make it at the time, but yeah, that's really it.
Great.
So you're one of the few guys to be recruited at one point by Tony Bennett. Was it fitting for you going to the line and having a shot to win on Tony Bennett Day?
I mean, yeah, it was just a blessing to be obviously recruited by him and being a part of all of what he's done. And it was cool to look at the court and see all the names written down on there. So, yeah, it was a great way to end the night.
Preston.
Chance, obviously, you're more so familiar with UVA history than others. In recent history, another guy hit 3 free throws at the end of the game to win it. Do you remember that play? Did you think about that at all?
I mean, it didn't really go across my mind at that point, but definitely after a lot of people said it. But at the moment, I was just trying to focus on making the free throws.
David and then Jordan.
Chance, Coach Lucas came in and described you and Jacari as the swagger and the personality of this team and what you bring off the bench. Do you guys take pride in that and just bringing that energy in that offense?
Yeah, definitely. Jacari's a big shot maker, and when we come in the game, we try to push the pace as fast as possible. That's something Coach Crawford tells us to do. So, you know, we're obviously coming off the bench. The starters getting a little tired. Maybe the people who are in there are still a little tired. So when we come in, we just try to keep the pace up and bring the energy, and I feel like that's what we did today.
Chance, being a local kid and growing up in Charlottesville, what did watching that court naming mean to you?
I mean, it was cool to see something different on the court for one time. But, yeah, like I said before, it was cool to see all the names written down on there. Like, I could see, like, even playing, I was looking down and seeing all the past people I was growing up watching. So it was pretty cool.
Ed and then Chris.
How does a game like this help you just grow and develop as a player, playing with 4 fouls, tightly officiated, pretty good opponent, and kind of a precursor to March?
Definitely a learning experience. I had some pretty dumb reaches, so I definitely can learn from that. But it was definitely cool to just know I can play through all that with 4 minutes left, just playing without fouling. So that's just something I have to work on going forward.
Chance, had you guys seen that last play that Miami ran in the scout at all or something similar to it, or were you just kind of reacting out there and then the play test made?
Yeah, we were just reacting. Test made a great play on the ball. We've been in that predicament before at Florida State, so I feel like we were well prepared for that, switching and communicating very well.